let's take a look at this then. It's a GE that I got all the way from down south. In Farnham. Now the door handle itself is a little bit broken, but it's in really clean condition. It's a 4.5 kilo drum, GE WWH5109 TWW, type WM-503. WWH, that's White Westinghouse. I think it's just branded as GE. It's made by Fager. Now I'm going to put it on a quick wash. I'm going to put it up to 60, see if it registers off the dial, rather off the temperature rather than the dial. Because there's no actual temperature for quick wash. I don't know if it's going to turn on either. Let's see if it works. Now, I bought it for 50 quid. I won't be selling it on. You can't get this in the UK. It's a South African machine, and there's no manuals for it. The only manual I can find, it's on the French website, and they're trying to charge like either €10 or €20 to get it, and I'm like, yeah. Let's see if it works. So we've now got a UK plug on it, because it didn't even come with a UK plug. They've presumably moved over here. This was put in the garage, which is where it came out of, and they decided to use they decided they couldn't use the machine here, because of course the plug wouldn't fit into anything. Let me just show you. I won't be getting rid of this plug, we're keeping it. So if for whatever reason I decide to sell this on, you can always go and have the original plug back on. Or maybe retrofit with something else. It's an old style British plug. It's got crimped ends there. What it's now got on is a 0.95 plug on. Cable on. I don't know how fast it goes. No idea how fast it spins at. Obviously we know it's just induction. Quite cool though. Yeah, I haven't got anywhere yet. It's like near 30 yet. Yeah, I think it's 60. About 40 on the quick wash. Yeah, button spin. I think the timer's out by 1. Because it was still up there, but actually that's off. Look, let me show you. Now that's gone past 6, so it's actually 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look. Let's see if this works. This came from auction. Now I will be using it. Hopefully. I've got an immaculate version of the exact same machine, but the bearings are going on that. This, I can't tell if the bearings are going or not. Not too sure. So do a cotton 95 with some citric acid. That's neat. It starts with a drain first and then moves on. This is a WMA 60 as well. The one I've got is also a WMA 60. It's in oyster, which means this is extremely rare. That's why we got it, just simply because it's an extremely rare colour. The WMA 60 is also rare anyway. Full stop. Many were just written off because the early versions, the WMA 60 and the 61, had dramatic bearing failure quite early on. So within literally 2-3 years of use, the bearings are gone. And fully upgrades to 32mm bearings on the later models. This has a brush motor as well, if you notice. Actually, there's the WMA 64, no, 66, also has a brush motor, even though 600 spin. WMM 75 and WMA 76, they're 600, but they have a DC cut on theirs. The programming for these earlier versions are ever so slightly different, but as of WMA 62 onwards, they were insane. I'm going to be honest though, this is way ahead of its own time, because it says 209. But it uses the temp stat, so obviously if you've got a hot and dual cold like I have right now, and bear in mind we're still in the middle of winter, so it's going to be very, very, very cold, it will adjust. But if you've got hot going in instead, it will probably stick to 209. And it's got a low sensor as well. So I'm going to let it do citric acid version first, let it go into spin, let it do everything, and go from there. More than likely, if the drum's okay in this, it will go into the other one machine. I would like would have liked to actually looking at it like go, oh, I'll sell this on, but it's that battered and bruised, unfortunately. I mean, look at this. So I'll just show you. Cosmetically, we actually kind of bought it because we thought that this was the text hadn't faded, but it's actually worse. Okay, it's not faded here, but unfortunately it's got this. It looks like fabric softener's all been spilt over it, then not wiped up. So it's made patches and fading happen, which is really annoying. But and then the worst bit of all is down here. The actual body's rusted, like proper rust there, look. Rusted out, and then we've got a massive dent here, which is annoying. Not really do the thing for now. Come back later. Right, let's take a look at this then. The hot point's doing its power stream. Quite nice. Anyway, this is a Panasonic NA127 VB6. I've already got one. But anyway, what happened was I bought the first one, which has knackered everything because it had that much limescale in it. Despite this coming from the exact same town, this has no limescale in it whatsoever, which is a bit odd, I suppose. Anyway, it's been sold as not turning. I took the brushes off. I didn't even bother plugging it in. I took the brushes off and they were completely worn down. I'll get them in a minute. Anyway, what we're going to do... Oh no, done that wrong. We've got an instant lock and unlock on this, which is pretty neat. We've also got the twin jet system. Now, mine. I've still got mine. This may become mine. So anyway, it's meant to change the temperature. So do you turn it off first? I forgot. And turn it back on. That's it. Right. I do cottons. I think allergy care is just wow. Yeah, it doesn't go up to 90. Quick. I do like the idea of quick. There's 1 hour 8 rather than 1 hour because you can have extra rinse. 60. 15. So there is videos of this already on my channel. Pressing the wrong button. Now this is annoying because start pause is under temperature. Nope. Right, we'll put it on 90. We'll put it on there, we'll put some citric acid in. Well, little boy's electric, as he knows. Brand new brushes, they're a bit... I've just turned the drum, obviously, it's very whiny, it will be for a while. wearing. Oh, basically, yeah, I bought it for that. There is a lid, no lid on it. There was a lid. There's no screws though for the lid. There's no line scale like there was with the first one. The spider seems to be fine. 3 hours 51. Yeah, I'll also have a load sensor. This is 3 hours 51. That's really long. It's 40 minutes longer than the normal Vestal 90. I mean this with any of the normal Vestals. Now, when Panasonic was around, the original 2009 Panasonics, which we've got the 2009 Panasonic, which is Japanese made, and then you've got the Gorenyu ones after that. That's about right. Gorenyu made machines. But the Vestal ones have always been around, so they've always been around from 2009. The original versions of the Panasonics, you got basically the same as the older Bush, so you got the control dial here. You had a variable spin, and you had a few options. But that was it. You didn't have the time display or anything like that. But then these ones came out later on. Yeah, look at that. I've been stood around with water in the bottom, and there's no mould, black mould, but there is mould of a different kind. So I'll let it do its thing. While we're waiting for that, the hot point is fully heated up. When it's in spin wash mode, it sort of activates from 40 onwards. Well, the cotton 60s 40 onwards, 40 to 260, and then this is more just will happen anyway. Ugh, that's just disgusting as well. That is actually black. Stop vibrating, stupid camera. Yeah, that's black. Ew. Gross. That's gross, but that's got a different kind of gross. Busy filling up to a higher level. Jet's now on. Nothing's happening. Oh, wait. We've got anything happening? Oh, we've got a bit of a dribble out of one of them. It is full of crud. I think that's probably the reason why. The filter's empty, but if there's crud, it's gone to the other side. It may have gone through. We've got one jet working. Oh, it's just full of crud. All them bits are going through. So yeah, jet needs declogging. It might do itself. They don't appear to be blocked, but that also being said, the Beckos were like that, and then it was. They really shouldn't not be blocked. I have to think about it. Let it do its thing. If both these jets are still not working, they'll need. It might be clogged at the point where it goes in like that. That's already up to like 40 already, which is nice. Yep, completely different spin pattern. Now it's just whiz straight up to that speed, like 600 RPM. Completely different programming. Panna's up to 50, 40, 45. Yeah, a lot of water there to heat up. I think everything's alright on it. Might change the door seal though. Might keep it as it is. And keep the other one. Well. See if this works then. It's I'll be honest, when I first saw it I thought it was an Insit like Amiga. It's not, it's an Insit Evolution. But either way, I think it's rather interesting that this is now, what, 20-year-old and it's still here. Been pat tested. It looks like both this and... So, what I'm going to do, put it on program... What I'm going to do is, I'm going to close the flap up, not put anything in because it needs washing out anyway. I don't know what's going on, but there's like powder all around it. So, we'll let it sort of wash the powder out. I'm not too sure about the heater. The heater's a little too clever. Quite a lot of powder. Spoon. Work some of the powder out actually first. Seems a bit bizarre. The heater doesn't look too clever at the bottom, so I think this will either trip the electric or trip all the sockets, which would be annoying if it does. I'll put this on the pre-wash first, pre-rinse first, and then like a normal cycle afterwards. So. You can actually hear the motor going. Let's also check for leaks a little bit as well, because simply plugs have changed over the hose, because the hose have been snapped off completely. On-off lights flashing on it, so pretty much had it. It's pretty dim, it's going anyway. I'm actually learning about it. Not LEDs, are they? That's what I've learned, and that's why they're dark and eventually go. No, it's working. The reason why it's... Let me get a hose over it. Alright, put on program 2. One looks like it's with a pre-rinse and then it goes to program 2. It's still cold at the minute, so I'm not sure where it's up to. It's heating fine. Oddly enough, there's more heat up here than there is down here, which means there's probably more insulation in the duct. Well, it all works. It's still warm as well. I'm not sure about that heater though, at the bottom. But either way, we're all working. Right, let's test this Hotpoint WMBF742. So how many brushes changed? So I'll do a quick 60-degree, 60-minute wash, and then I'll start boil washing it out properly. Now, one thing when you do all brushes in, you should actually just run it on a normal cycle. I'll just put it straight into spin. Otherwise you can end up with, well, not liking it. What was that? Beeping at me. Huh? Well, it's this hot point beeping, right? Yeah, it's that hot point. Just checking the dryer. it's not even level. Not really banging about either.
We've got two cameras that don't work. Anyway, we've got this. I sold the Indesit that I've made a review on, the Indesit IS V75, and got this Bush TDV6B back. She apparently bought it off the marketplace, and it doesn't dry clothes. Well, it does heat. It's hot. But so presumably, if she means it doesn't dry clothes, it means it's not sensor drying, right? Which is probably more likely what it's doing. So what we'll do is I'll put some towels in a minute, but I'm just gonna let it run air in. So pause off. It's running like a bag of rubbish because if you look down there, most of the felt bearing at the front is gone. I presume that it's probably one elsewhere. No, obviously that's not actually coming away, because that's cooling back down again. This is quite neat. This design is very similar to a 95 hot point, but it's reversed, so the heat's in the back. But it's the same style. It's got like a round style heater. That's a sensor. But I reckon it's not sensor drying. That's why it's not drying. We'll see. We'll also see if we can get hold of the front bearing and stuff like that, because it being a medium made, no, I should be able to, medium machine. Right, let's see what this Grando Vita 10 kilo. Oh wait, I've had one of these before, and I scrapped it down. Yeah, but I pay like 70 quid, and that was from Thingy, and it ran like a bag of cheese. No, it's not too bad. I've seen worse. And this one runs like a bag of cheese. Anyways, given the apparent watch, dead easy to find out. That's what you do. Apparently it's giving the overheat code, so that's error 15 again. Alright, so many sort out in here. So that means in about 1 minute it should start trying to tumble, at least. There we go, so turn it on. Give it a minute. It's fine. It's not going to be a overheat error code apparently. We haven't even got a... Oh yeah, we got that. Rapids. How do you do rapids then? This makes no sense. Lights? Lights. Oh, there. So... you can't turn super easy iron off. Why? This will just be time drying then. Oh no, you got time selection. What is it? What? So what are rapids then? God, this is a horrible touch.
minimum time selection is now 10, which is a bit odd. Straight away, actually. The condensers. It's actually been maintained, the condenser. See what it does then. It's heating fine. Let it run. Right, so after replacing the capacitor in this. Jesus. Is that the rear bearing or what? Can't really tell. So basically, when I took it off, all the bits together, I took the drum out, and there's two rubber things on it. I'm going to be completely honest. Today I've never been on any other drum before. One of them hasn't even gone back in. It just doesn't seem anywhere to go anywhere at all. What I'm going to do is replace the drum. I put quite a sizable load in anyway to test this start up. This seems to be fine. Yes! Right, so it stopped midway through and coming up that the water tank is full. Yeah, that's not full. It'll be the spigot that's clogged. Great. Great. Ew. Right, let's test this out. It's a White Knight. Oh, is it White Knight C38AW? This is actually one of mine. sold 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. They've had a new one off. They've actually had a new one off me because they didn't go to Curry's, bought a full size one, and then they can't get it in the gap because their gap is wide enough but not tall enough. It's only tall enough for a compact, so unfortunately they've had to have one off me again. One of the other White Knights that, in fact, that's quite surprising really. I've had these brand new White Knights now for about 4 or 5 years. But anyway, this is one of them. I had four. I've only got one left now. So what happened to the other one, I wonder? Anyway, the lid's lifted up here, but it's not cracked the fascia. So it's come away from the back there. Anyway, apparently it'll work fine. Huh? What? Oh. It will work fine on low heat, but it said the moment it was on high heat, it just starts smoking, which is a bit odd. This does get quite a lot of hammer anyway, as well as what you know. This is on. They've got the wash on twice a day, so with him being a chef, they do 2 loads a day. So this is on every day. So let's put it on high and see what happens. Oh, before I do anything else, so my initial thoughts were maybe the airflow's restricted in some way, but it is blowing fine. I'm not seeing any smoke yet. So normally stuff yellows over time. The White Knight, usually no exception, but it's still white. Except for the sticker, which has gone from blue to green. It's working fine at the minute. Yeah, so I'll leave that running. Although the bearing needs oil, grease. Something needs grease. way, don't try and take out a 10 kilo drum from an older model and try to put it in. This is bigger by about an inch. Right, anyway, things are done. It was coming up with empty water condenser bottle. Now what I've done is cleaned out the spigot. The rear rubber stupid pad that it has. It's got felt one side and rubber the other. Now you think the felt runs against the drum? It doesn't. It runs against the back. Yeah, go figure that one out. And there's another rubber that's not even been attached. It wasn't even on when I got it. It was just inside the machine, and there's nowhere for it to go. So I left it off. It's still rumbling. That's very normal for any candy dryer. To be honest, speaking to a lot of people who refurbish them, the drums themselves come brand new. Not right.